So be prepared for some new on WFNP, The Edge.
This is some Aqualung by Jethro Tull on WFNP.
Hudson Valley, what's going on? This is Nikki G on WFNP, and you're listening to The Edge.
I just started as a DJ here about 2 months ago, and I love it because I love music and I'm weird, so this is the only thing I seem to know how to do. Radio's got a really long history in my family, so it's like pretty cool to be continuing whatever that is. I am a jazz guitar major, and I have been playing music for about 6 years, so this is pretty much all I know. The people here are my kind of people, they're freaks. I'm not good at dealing with normal people. This is good. I definitely think I'm gonna have to deal with radio for pretty much as long as I live, because I'm going into the music field, so as much as I think it's a changing field and we're going to have to readapt and reconfigure, it's the digital age. It's all digital now, and that's how we're going to have to approach it. But promoting yourself and getting yourself out there are still going to require some form of medium, and the radio is still going to be there, so I'm still going to have to be animated. I'm still going to have to be on top of my stuff.
When I was really little, my dad's uncle, who was a communications officer in World War II, was a big radio guy. And he gave me a book called Empire of the Air, which was basically a book on the start of radio. And I read it and I fell in love. And, you know, this is going back, 5, 6 years old, he started talking to me about this stuff. So, for a good 15 years, I've been like, this is really cool stuff. And I came here because of the radio station, and I'm now employed by a radio station, which is really cool. So it's kind of my life. I've always been comfortable, basically making a fool out of myself for other people's amusement, and I think that being able to not take myself so seriously, to do that, but take it serious enough to really care about the quality of my work. Radio is like the perfect medium for me, because it allows me to do that. It's really all about the listeners, because you can have nobody listening, and why? Because you probably have an awful show, But if you give something the people want, give something that's good enough for the people, to want to listen to, then you're going to have listeners. Whether it's one, whether it's a million, I don't care. There's going to be somebody listening to you here, so you have to give them a good product.
So I love radio because it is one of the few art forms left that is pure to me. It is exactly what it sounds like and what it comes off as. I was drawn to radio because I'm a control freak, and when I was in high school, all I wanted to do was just make sure my friends were listening to good music and listening to the same music I was, so we had something to talk about. So when I got to SUNY New Paltz, I thought that it just made sense for me to become a DJ. Yeah, I just became really interested in getting all these different bands on. I mean, I'd always had friends in bands, and they were always like, "Oh, I'm playing my band on your radio show." And I was like, "Why don't you come on my radio show?" So they started coming on, and it got big from there. Welcome to another edition of Live and Local. This is Nikki G on WFNP, and I have special guests with me, not waving but drowning. What's up, guys? I love it. I think you guys were just possessed by some sort of like whiskey demon right there. Did that just happen?